2 minutes under your car, $2,000 gone. That's the brutal math of catalytic converter theft. But what if cleaning your risk didn't involve chemicals at all? Just smart engineering. Today, we're using the Japanese method to clean up the weak points thieves exploit. We'll reveal a patent-pending system, a stainless steel box that traps the converter even if it's cut-free, plus modular plates that block the front voids and exhaust flanges. Prius and NV-200 owners, you'll see why one plate isn't enough, and how 14 to 16 gauge metal and security fasteners turn a 2-minute job into a walkaway. Why do thieves slide under a Prius or an NV-200 but skip a random sedan? It starts with the metals inside and the way the exhaust is laid out. Catalytic converters house platinum, palladium, and rhodium, which turn toxic gases into safer compounds. Those metals trade high, and thieves don't need much weight to make a profit. Hybrids are even better targets because their converters tend to be in cleaner condition. The gas engine runs less, so the cores don't get hammered by heat and contamination as often. That means better scrap value per unit and less risk of a dead cat when they sell it. Now add the math. A converter from a popular hybrid can fetch quick cash at a recycler, while a new replacement can cost over $2,000, especially on certain Priuses. That spread drives behavior. The thief takes minutes, the owner loses their car for days, and pays a painful bill. Vans like the NV-200 get special attention too. They often haul tools, sit in open lots overnight, and use converters with precious metal loadings high enough to be worth the crawl. Timing favors the thief. Late nights, poor lighting, high ride heights, exposed flanges, and mid-pipes with clean straight runs all speed the job. Thieves don't need a garage. They need space to slide in, a simple cut path, and somewhere to toss the part. Most owners don't notice anything until morning, and by then the car won't pass emissions, throws codes, and sounds like an open-header lawnmower. Here's how a fast crew does it. 2 people roll up, 1 spots and keeps watch, 1 works. A compact jack goes under a pinch weld or frame point to get a few inches. The tool of choice is a battery reciprocating saw with a short metal blade. If the converter is bolted, they hit the 4 flange bolts with an impact. If not, it's 2 cuts on either side of the body, or 1 cut at the mid-pipe and another past the rear flange. They unplug the oxygen sensor if it's simple, or snip the lead and let the owner sort it later. Total time, under 2 minutes when the path is clear. Claims reflect the hit. Average losses break $2,000 on many models, and surge years line up with spikes in thefts across large cities. Insurers call out hybrids as frequent targets because of higher payouts, and repair shops see clusters by city where fleets park overnight. Trucks and vans with more ground clearance are common victims, but certain hybrids get hit even when parked low because access is that easy. Look under a Prius Gen 2 and you'll see why. The mid-pipe is exposed in the center tunnel. An oxygen sensor sits where the leads can be reached, and there's a clear void around the converter body. A saw needs a straight sight line and a stable grip, and this layout provides both. Cut ahead of the cat, cut after it, and the unit drops free. No crossmember in the way, no dense heat shield boxing it in. Contrast that with the NV-200. You're dealing with 2 converters, a front unit near the manifold with a reachable flange and a rear section downstream. The front has open voids in the engine bay side, so a thief can reach the flange or make a quick cut from below. The rear hangs in a long, open span under the van, which lets a saw run without awkward angles. 2 parts, 2 profit streams, 1 fast exit. Here's the twist. The Japanese method isn't a liquid cleaner at all. It cleans the access. When you understand the path thieves need, those flanges, those voids, those sensor wires, you can choke it off and erase their 2-minute window. Next, we turn that insight into hardware that forces a noisy, time-consuming fight thieves don't want. So if thieves cash out by moving fast, how do you slow them down without choking airflow or blocking inspections? You don't seal the exhaust, you clean the access. The approach borrows from how Japanese fleet upfitters protect emissions parts, remove the straight paths, force awkward cuts, and keep service points visible. That way, techs still reach oxygen sensors and inspection stamps, while thieves lose the line of sight they need for quick blades and impact guns. Start with the system itself. It's vehicle-specific, not a one-size-sheet. The rear converter gets a stainless enclosure shaped to the contours of that model's underbody. Up front, modular plates close the open voids where a saw or socket would normally slide through. A midsection shield bridges the gap, so there's no easy second cut. It's a kit in stages: rear box, front void plates, and mid-void defenses. Each part designed to work alone and better together. The usual fixes fall short because they trade one problem for another. Welded cages crack under vibration or get sliced at the welds. Generic flat plates leave gaps around flanges and sensor ports, which is exactly where blades sneak in. Wire wraps and straps get noisy, but don't stop a saw. Even solid pans can fail inspections when they hide serials or EO numbers. The goal isn't a bunker. It's a maze that keeps maintenance legal and simple while turning theft into a time sink. On the NV-200 rear section, the box uses 4 pieces, so you can service without dropping the whole thing. A top bracket ties into existing frame rails. The main box forms the sides and bottom, hugging the converter's profile to deny blade clearance. 2 end caps close the front and rear, leaving a small inspection window where a flashlight can confirm serial or EO marks. The openings are sized so airflow and radiant heat can escape, but tools can't find a straight path. Here's the trap feature that changes the game. If someone cuts the pipe on either end, the converter doesn't fall free. It stays captured inside the box, pinned by the housing and end caps. That steals the instant reward, which is often enough to make them abandon the job. Techs still get access from a viewport, so smog checks and service verifications move forward without removing hardware. Up front, the defense focuses on the fastest attack lines. A front void plate spans the gap near the manifold side converter, blocking the reach to the flange bolts thieves love to hit. A second mid-void plate shields the straight run under the cabin, where blades usually ride steady. Both pieces follow the underbody contours with formed ribs and have louvered vents for cooling, so you don't create a heat sink or trap debris. Leave the sensors exposed for service, but isolate their wiring with folded edges that stop blade entry. Hardware matters as much as shape. Use 14 to 16 gauge stainless for durability or aluminum, where weight and corrosion balance better. Tamper-resistant fasteners keep casual tools from backing anything out. Rivets and interlocking tabs remove pry points, while factory studs and threaded bosses carry the loads without drilling through fuel or brake lines. On Prius models, the strategy depends on the generation. Some accept a full underbody plate that covers the mid-pipe and rear cat in one pass.